First of all, pass. Oh, here we go. How's it going, guys? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever the hell you are. It is I again, the Crypto Otaku, back again. That's right. The Crypto Crusader returns for some more Crypto Chaos. How's it going, everyone in the house? Crypto Jared, Otaku, hope you're well, man. Thank you. Enjoying the new spot. You know what? It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Still trying to piece all the things together. I got to get the roof. The roof's got to be on fire. Yes. D-Worm also blown it up with the Chaos right out the gate. I gotta get some dynamite up in here, man. I gotta get some dynamite. Thank you. Yes, thank you, D-Worm. Jake the Snake say, play us a tasty lick, Otaku-san. Thank you. Strawberry Dragon says, chaos time with Otaku. Yes, how's it going, Otaku? What's up? Hedegger in the house. Yeah, hopefully you guys like that an oldie but a goodie riff. It's one of my faves. All right, guys. Let's get into the chaos. Well, we got, the normal stuff to cover today. It was kind of a lax day, all in all. But let's dive into the charts. Let's see what's going on. Get the dancing mascots out of here. They're going crazy. Jeez, here we go. Get them on out. All right, so I was eyeing Z-Beck all day, too. I had to keep that up. Had to keep that going. But Bitcoin still in this baseline target. Look, we actually tried to run up today. We hit 106.9, almost 107, but you got bounced back down. And now we're kind of in this bearish trend, right? We're breaking down into the bearish trend. Hopefully this goes back down and continues on to our very bullish case scenario, which takes us all the way to $120,000, $130,000 Bitcoin. I cannot believe we are landing right on here. I put these up, guys, as a what-if scenario. Again, I just got to reiterate, back when I was showing you guys the cup and handle pattern to the upside on Bitcoin. This is, of course, the super bear target, not a candle. That'd be hilarious, guys. It catches me every time off guard. But yeah, just telling you guys, all we had to do was take this measured move to the upside. And I literally just laid it on top of that and then drew a couple lines over and said, yeah, somewhere in the middle between here and until 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to get that push up. And here we are. Guys. We're about 2.5 weeks in. We just need a little bit longer for this handle to completely fulfill this cup and handle playing out to the upside. This is on the daily chart too. Still my biggest narrative right now for Bitcoin. Obviously, everyone's big narrative of Bitcoin is mass adoption. Every single corporation, every institution is buying up as much as they can right now. There is no slowdown on this. You cannot stop this train, as Lynn Alden said during the 2025 Bitcoin conference. All right, so anyway, so short term, what are we looking at? Again, I had to reiterate what we're looking at here for the long term, the long time frames. But short time frames, yeah, it's kind of breaking down a little bit. But of course, we won, like we did every single day. I'm tired of winning, guys. I'm tired of it so much. You may even get tired of winning. I am Trump. But tonight, I gotta tell you, I don't think we're gonna win tonight because I didn't get a chance to clean off my altar. So without the Crypto Chaos Magic altar, I don't know how we're going to be able to survive. I might be able to pull it out later on and see if I can maybe just work around the wax, but it is a mess, guys. It is a mess. It's in my freezer right now, trying to freeze it off. I don't know what to do. It's a mess. All right, so sitting right now on Bitcoin. What are we like? We're just kind of returning back to support. This is actually a good thing to see in the long term, just because now we're trying to solidify what is support, what is not. Of course, let's take a look at the live heat map brought to you by Kimba the White Snow Lion on YouTube for free. That's right, don't pay for something you get for free, guys. Every single day I gotta remind you.
What are you, stupid?
Thank you, Oscar. So does she as well. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at the buy and sell pressure on Bitcoin. And we're going to zoom on in here and see what's going on tonight. It actually looks kind of better than it did yesterday. a little bit more clarity in what zones are being honored at the moment. It's not just completely filled up to the brink like it was yesterday. It was insane how sideways we were. But yeah, it looks like right now we're starting to build up a little bit more. What do you call it? God, I'm getting a brain fart now, guys. Just, I don't know where my brain's at. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more, little less support and a little bit more resistance, right? The bears are building up resistance right now, and they're coming in strong. You can see it's coming in pretty strong here now at where we just touched today at about 107. So the eyes in the pie in the sky, whatever eyes. Above 107 right now are getting harder and harder to achieve. This breakout to the upside, as long as they keep setting up these stronger sell orders above us, and the buy orders below are not getting, obviously not as strong as they were before. So this could actually push us back down underneath this 100K level. I just don't know if I feel it yet. I feel like we might be getting set up, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. And of course, Bitcoin moves all ships, so hopefully this pullback will be enough to maybe ignite a altcoin rally. But of course, dominance will show us that. It's supposed to anyway. We're going to dive into that here in a bit as well. All right, guys, let's get back in the chat before I go full metrics on you, as we do every single day, going through all of the stuff and things. All right, Headdegger says, Otaku, what's up? What's up, Headdegger? Jake the Snake, shill harder. Smack that like button. That's right. I forget every time. Of course, shill harder, guys. Jake the Snake demands it. That's right, he does. That's why I got this floppy to remind me. Every time he's in the show, I remind myself too. Yeah, thank you, Jake the Snake. Yeah, please hit the like, subscribe. We're at 670, I think. We're so close to that 700 target, and then beyond, which is of course 1,000 to get fully monetized here on YouTube. It shouldn't be that hard, guys. Just hit the buttons. Hit the buttons. Do the thing. Please, I appreciate it. Thank you. Good afternoon. Milk Money in the house. How's it going, Milk Money? We hope you're having a good day. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Today was, again, kind of a bearish, not really bearish. For altcoins, it seemed like the altcoins kind of rallied in the morning. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But overall, it's kind of a sideways day. Headdegger says, I'm feeling bearish anyway, hoping some shorts play out in my favor. Same here. I mean, maybe not the shorts, but I want to buy in a little bit more of our Zebeka, right? Our Zebi coin, as we're getting into here in a second. Let's get through all the metrics first. And of course, I'll talk about some Zebek, because my gosh, I'm excited to buy some more up if it does come back down lower. It's looking strong though, guys. Let's go back to that here in a second. All right, so U.S. national debt clock sitting at 36,933 billion. Guys, we're only 66 billion away from hitting that 37 trillion, and then we have the big beautiful bill, which is going to add $2.5 trillion onto the top of this deficit. Of course, getting us to $40 trillion by the end of the year, and we still have the budget to pass too. That usually falls in about October timeline. Typically, it's around October, the fall. All right, so yeah, that's how the U.S. national debt is doing right now. How about the rest of the world? It's been a minute since we looked at this. I like to check on this every once in a while. Of course, Germany surpassing Japan is the third largest, economy by market cap. Japan's still sitting at 290% negative debt to GDP ratio. Not looking good in Japan, of course. The rest of the other countries not looking good as well. America's sitting at over 100% negative debt to GDP. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on, as you can see there. All right, moving on to polymarket betting. Just a double check on this here. We got the U.S. recession coming in at 29% chance. We don't do recessions anymore. Knocking that down from a high of 65, 70%. This was as high as that earlier in the year. Fed decision in June still sitting at an astounding 97% no. Nothing has changed. Nothing will change. We're not doing crap in June. Does not mean that we're not going to pop off in June, though. We probably, definitely, most likely are. That's not very sincere. I don't know what is. All right, guys. Yeah, U.S. stock market ended in greed yet again today, just a hair above neutral. Yeah, it's crazy. This is exactly what we were looking at last night, too. Crypto fear and greed, still looking in greed at 64. Let's refresh this since we started the stream, and we do not sleep in our space. Still in the 60s, but now down to 62. within the last 30 minutes. U.S. dollar index still sitting at 99 and some change. We saw this pop up this morning. Again, I was a little disappointed, but we did come down a little bit. We were a little higher this morning, sitting at 99.2, 99.3, somewhere in that range. All right, so of course the Dixie is on a downward spiral in the last 6 months, and of course year to date. Still, nothing has changed. We are going down on the Dixie. Crypto bubble sitting here in the top 100 today. Everything's looking a little flat now, but all in all, things have recovered. Things are moving up just slowly to the right, up and to the right. Some of our favorite projects are still down a little bit on the day, on the week, but not on the month. Everything's still pretty much up on the month. I would say anything right now that I'd be throwing some money into would probably Jasmine, beaten to death with all this negative nonsense and FUD here, of course, in the last few months. Also, getting in the top 200. What else we got here? Zbex up 140%. My God, Kita, my God, taking the show 900% almost on the month. What else is down on the month though? We could be investing into right now. I know you guys are big into Turbo. I'm not, but those who are, I guess, good for you. You can accumulate even more if you like this project. It's still down almost 20% on the month. What else we got? AI16Z. Remember that? Remember that project? Oh my God, that's still out there, still floating out there. Negative 6% on the month. There's not too much to really recommend people to invest right now, guys. We're kind of getting into later into the cycle, but still early. Nothing's really made all-time highs or melted any faces yet. So, but you're getting closer and closer away from placing your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. All right, moving on. Looking at next. Bitcoin market cap dominance still sitting in the high, in the mid 60s, 64% dominance. Of course,
this entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid, right?
Thank you, Sailor. It is ridiculous. We've been stuck here forever. It feels like we've been here forever. But really, how long has forever been? 60% dominance. We've really only been there for about 4 months. About 4 months, since February. Since February, we've been in 60% dominance. We did touch a little bit of that at the end of last year, but of course, Bitcoin was popping off in the U.S. election with Donald Trump winning the U.S. election and being more pro-crypto stance with his regulation in the future. But other than that, it's pretty much been, slow up and to the right for Bitcoin dominance. All right, what else we got? BitcoinTreasuries.net. Other than Michael Saylor purchasing more Bitcoin on Monday, we did have more Jack Mahler's 21 Capital purchasing more Bitcoin even as of today. I think this morning we reported 2 conflicting reports, one of 10,000, one of 20,000. I don't know what to believe anymore. There were the 2 separate buys. Were they just not added up all at once? I don't know. But that's what we reported this morning. We have MicroStrategy, of course, leading the way with all the corporate institutional allocations to Bitcoin. Are currently sitting at 580,000, over 580,000 Bitcoin. And then, of course, BlackRock. Those two are leading the way with the ETFs sitting at 600. Where is IBIT? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Look at all these companies, guys. Every single day there's a new company buying Bitcoin. There's so many now, it's ridiculous. It takes forever to scroll down. There it is, 664,955. I wonder if this is up to date. Oh, no, of course not. Still not up to date. So probably a little less than that because they did have some outflows, some major outflows. About 300 million I've heard in the last couple days have been outflowed into actually using Ethereum, buying Ethereum with Bitcoin. Of course, BlackRock has their own Ethereum ETF as well that they are getting off the ground. All right, keep continuing on, guys. Continuing on. Where the hell are we? Oh my God. I'm a little off today, guys, if you haven't noticed. Bitcoin rainbow chart, of course, still in the buy zone. Guys, we will not leave the buy zone until we get above $106,000 Bitcoin to get back in the accumulation zone, which is still between 106 and 145,000, which we still have not come anywhere close to getting into still cheap territory. It's still too early, guys. Stack stats, you know the way. Start converting your investment, your ROI or whatever, your ROI, your 401ks and your Roth IRAs and whatever else you got. You might want to, not financial advice, just telling you from experience. You might do some of that stuff. Maybe you got like 4 cars. Maybe you like convert some of those cars into Bitcoin. I'm just throwing some ideas. Maybe you got too many chairs. If you got too many chairs, just sell why you have one butt. Why do you need 3 chairs? Just sell the other 2 chairs and buy more Bitcoin. Okay, of course, channeling my inner Michael Saylor. Moving on. Let's see what else we got in the running, in the metrics. I'm skipping one. There we go. We have, of course, the granddaddy of all things, the top 10 assets by market cap. Bitcoin still holding on number 6, right above Google. Even though Google is coming up a little bit on the day, still a little shy away from Bitcoin's market cap, about 60-70 billion dollars away. All right, and yeah, Amazon's still holding strong, just under 2.2 trillion. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's get into some of the news. Let's get back into the chat real quick, and we'll check on what we can find with the news today. Oh, the headlines. Oh, no. Scare the FUD away. Bring on the chaos, though. I want some more Doom. We had some good Doom last night. I really love those articles we were finding this morning, too. All right, guys. Jake the Snake, shill harder. Yes, of course. I'm trying. Guys, please like, subscribe, do all the things. That's right. We're bringing on the chaos one day at a time, one stream at a time, and soon to a McDonald's near you. You think they'll let me in the McDonald's with a mask on? Probably not. All right, guys. I'm feeling bearish anyway. Hoping some shorts to play out in my favor. I hope so too, Heidegger. D-Worm, of course, throwing that trophy, and 2 reptilian politicians. I don't know what that represents there, my guy. That's what I see anyway. Attila the Hun, happy 3rd of June. Getting closer to the middle of June. Getting closer to being in the next tax bracket. Attila the Hun, you've got a lot of splaining to do. We don't have the crypto altar tonight because your bennies destroyed my candle. Oh my God. We'll figure it out. Last time we had to actually start lighting up candles with our with our bennies because we're running out of wicks. You know, freaking candles are expensive now, guys. Damn. It's like $10 for a tiny candle now. A tiny scented candle. It's ridiculous. Anyway, just camping out and doing some DCAing and waiting for the chaos to begin. Yes, me too. I'm right there with you, AA guy. AA, yes. Spencer Phrase, evening chaos. Grill harder. Jake the Snake says grill harder, guys. Yes, we are in summer right now. Hopefully you guys are getting outside and touching some grass and grilling harder. Jeez. Oh God, what the hell?
Are you stupid?
All right, thanks Oscar. All right, you too, Jake. Jeez. All right, let's see what we can find tonight, guys. Ripple USD approved in Dubai as a real USD signals crypto expansion. Probably referring to the real-world asset plays in Dubai. Of course, the Ripple ledger is going to play a major role into that. Let's take a look and see what they're talking about here for those XRP fans out there. Ripple USD approved in Dubai as a real USD signals crypto expansion. Ripple's USD rockets ahead as the real USD secures approval in Dubai's financial free zone, unleashing enterprise adoption and supercharging Ripple's dominance in the UAE digital asset revolution. Man, when are we going to get our revolution, guys? I'm still waiting for the dollar to just... I'm trying to burn them as fast as I can, guys. I don't have enough money. Oh, jeez. All right. So anyway, Real USD has been approved as a recognized crypto token by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA, for use within the Dubai International Finance Center. Of course, just referring to Ripple USDs, which is, of course, their stablecoin. The authorization follows a trend of increasing institutional interest in compliant digital payment infrastructure across the United Arab Emirates, where demand for stablecoins has surged alongside progressive regulation. The DFSA's designation enables Real USD to become part of Ripple's licensed payment ecosystem in DIFC, enhancing the company's cross-border settlement capabilities. Ripple explained this recognition allows Ripple to integrate Real USD into its DFSA licensed flagship payment solution. The stablecoin issued by the New York Department of Financial Services Why did they need to issue that for Dubai? I guess they don't. Of course, this is originates in the United States. Trust company charter is backed 1-to-1 to the US dollar and held in high-quality liquid assets. Designated with transparency, strict reserve management, and institutional grade controls. Real USD aims to meet with the operational needs to global enterprises transacting across jurisdictions. Ooh, with almost 7,000 firms active by the end of 2024, the further supports for the integration of high-quality stablecoins into Dubai's burgeoning digital assets and fintech ecosystem. Can't stop, won't stop over there in Dubai. The announcement complements the Ripple's regional efforts, which include partnerships with Zand Bank, Mamo. I've heard of this Mamo before too. Definitely, I've heard of that before, as well as collaboration with Control Alt. We've also been talking about them too here lately, and the Dubai Land Department to tokenize real estate assets in the XRP ledger. These developments position Real USD to play a key role in the UAE's digital finance transformation. I think the Control Alt, that was their real world assets place for titles and deeds in Dubai. I'm pretty sure that's what that one came from. The Mamo, I forget, but definitely I've heard that before. The Zand, I maybe have heard that a couple times. I'm not sure if we've talked about it before. All right, so that's what's going on in Dubai with Ripple. They're really adopting this fast, it seems like. And Dubai has been moving really fast too in terms of just progressive regulation in their country. They might be in the lead for crypto hub of the world, capital of the world. Oh boy, Milk Money with a $20 super chat. I want to sponsor a new candle. Thank you, Milk Money, for the new candle donation. I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it. I'll get one that smells like cinnamon or something. Every time I burn some green, it'll smell really nice in here. Oh my God, thank you. I really appreciate that, Milk Money. You're awesome, man. Yeah, we're gonna need more candles. Of course, with the Bitcoin logo. I need to get somewhere I can actually get some candles made. I could probably etch them myself, but still, you know what? We gotta get something fancy going here eventually for the studio. All right, what else we got here going on? A Bitcoin miner riot sees 139% yearly increase in daily Bitcoin production. That's insane. What else do we have here? Elon Musk warns the U.S. is headed for bankruptcy. Yes. We finally get our space talking about this. This was, of course, Elon Musk and his. He had a very open conversation and did not hold any words back against the current administration and what they plan to do, even though he was shaking hands with Donald Trump on the regular. They did, of course, part ways, and Elon Musk had a lot to say, and here we're going to talk about it again today. Elon Musk warns U.S. is headed for bankruptcy, slams Congress over disgusting abomination bill. Not the big, beautiful bill, the disgusting abomination bill. Let's freaking go.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's coming, guys. Guys, U.S. is headed for bankruptcy. It's coming. Of course, who would know more than the guy who is literally behind every single closed door in the White House? Elon Musk erupts in fury, declaring that he can't take it anymore, and he warns unchecked government spending is driving America towards catastrophic financial collapse and irreversible damage. Elon Musk warns the U.S. on brink of bankruptcy, says he cannot take it anymore. Elon Musk has unleashed a scathing critique of the newly passed congressional spending bill, calling it disgusting abomination, and taking in the social media platform X to voice his frustration in a post that quickly gained traction. Musk declared the following. But before I get into the following, I hate to say, I have a very love-hate relationship with Elon Musk, okay? I agree with a lot of the things he says, and I disagree with a lot of the things he says. I don't think that it's healthy for anyone to worship the ground that billionaires walk on. And with that being said, let's get into this. I'm sorry, but I cannot stand it anymore. The massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Pork-filled. Jeez. Shame on those who have voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it, Musk added. He remarks were aimed at the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, a sweeping tax and spending package championed by Donald Trump and recently passed with the House, is now waiting the Senate action. The committee is responsible for the federal budget and it estimates that the bill would increase primary deficits by the 2.5 trillion, as I just mentioned, in our overall, debt over the next decade, or 3.1 trillion with interest. If temporarily provisions like the expanded child tax credit and tax exemptions on tips and overtime become permanent, the total debt increase could reach 5.1 trillion, including interest. Musk added in the follow-up post, it will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit to 2.5 trillion and burden American citizens with crushing, unsustainable debt. In addition to the billionaire, he wrote, Congress is making America bankrupt. I agree. I concur. I agree, but I also concur. They have already made us bankrupt.
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
Thank you, pal. Thank you, pal. Of course. That was head of Treasury, Chair Powell. Chair Powell, the Federal Reserve, head of Treasury. No, he's the head of the Federal Reserve. Of course, telling you like it is. It's coming, guys. It's coming. I'm so excited for it to come because there's so much come. Oh, God, that's terrible. I quit. But yeah, it's coming, guys. And when it does come, I really do feel like the stable coins are going to probably prop it up for a little bit. Probably hold it off for a tiny bit. But eventually, when the stable coins start coming out, people are going to start seeing, oh, I have dollars, and they're moving so fast, and I don't have to pay all these fees, but what is this other stuff, this crypto stuff? Why is it going up so much more and against these dollar things? It makes no sense, and eventually that'll pretty much make everyone very awake to what's happening. Many people shared Musk's concerns, says Senator Rand Paul, for example, wrote on X, I agree with Elon. We have seen the massive waste in government spending, and we know another $5 trillion in debt is a huge mistake, and we can and must do better. So there's another thing I agree on with Elon Musk. I'm happy that we can agree on something again. Elon. I was really hopeful for Doge, too hopeful, and obviously it went nowhere. I just love that someone was standing up for it and that Trump would even allow that to occur in the White House. And obviously it went nowhere. The amount that they said they were going to cut was hardly anything at all. And we are where we are today. Ramona in the house. How's it going, Ramona? With a $20 super chat. How is it going? When? LOL. I just joined. When will this happen? Soon. I need that Spaceballs clip on there. When will then be now? Soon. It'll be soon. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It's only gonna take, like I said, it's only gonna take a matter of time for everyone to figure this out. It's gonna go mainstream. We're gonna have mass adoption. But guess what? You guys are early. You're gonna take advantage of this, and you're gonna become millionaires for certain. Most certain. I can't say for sure, guys. I don't know what the hell you're investing in. If you throw it all in turbo, I cannot agree. I cannot ascertain any certainty to that. Jesus. All right. Kajli Kali Times adopts Vera views. I don't know what that is going on there. Let's see if anything else popping up. I do like news.bitcoin.com today, though. It's definitely putting out some bangers. Willy Woo. It's been a while since we talked about Willy Woo. Predicts Bitcoin market cap will reach global GDP levels. That's insanity. What time? Again, going back to Ramona. When? All right. Willy Woo predicts Bitcoin market cap will reach global GDP levels. Willy Woo, a Bitcoin analyst, has given an exceedingly bullish prediction for the price of Bitcoin. Woo stated that due to Bitcoin's traits, its market cap, and its potential to reach and even surpass the global GDP figures in the next 2 decades. So there you go. There's your when in about 20 years. About 20 years time. The global GDP. It would be insane. I don't even know what the hell that even is. Is that like 100 trillion? Let's see. My target is world GDP divided by 21 million. Or, obviously, like everyone else, infinity divided by 21 million. Right? Give or take plus or minus 50%. We'll take a good part of the 2 decades to get there. This means that we're taking into account the predicted GDP growth and the debasement of the U.S. currency. Look, everyone is on the doom tonight, guys. I'm so excited. These are the best articles ever. Let's freaking go. Oh man, if we inflate GDP at 7% per year for the next 30 years, as well, the inflation of the U.S. dollar is rumored to be realistically somewhere between 7 and 15%. Measured in debasing the USD, that would be a 425 trillion. Or $20 million per coin, give or take 50%. This is kind of interesting because Michael Saylor's target is 15. I think 13 to 15 trillion is Michael Saylor's target within the next 20 years, about 2045. So that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that we're seeing very, very similar maths, guys. I'm not a mathematician. I can't tell you what all these things do, right? I can give you, of course, my moon math, which is number go up. And number go up, guys. So yeah, take your time and accumulate what you can, or maybe don't take your time. Just just roll your Roth IRAs and your 401ks, and I already did that bit. Okay. Anyway, Wu recently called for the U.S. to revalue its gold reserves and use them to purchase Bitcoin, stating that this would also drive the rush for Bitcoin from third parties to front run the U.S. states, front run by the state. Yeah, and we've already seen that with many states already getting Bitcoin strategic reserves approved. And if they couldn't get it off the ground right away, they've also just threw money into MicroStrategy stocks offerings. We've already seen it in California. We've already seen it in, was it Maine? I think it was Maine and Idaho, or maybe it was Iowa. I forget. We've already seen it in about 3 or 4 states. We've got about 15 states right now, I think, with some sort of Bitcoin positive or crypto positive bills already passed. We are getting there closer every single day. Okay, all right, getting back into the chat before I find another article to go into a tangent. And it's all Bitcoin related, actually. We got to find some other stuff too. There is a lot of news coming out with Ethereum. As I covered the Vitalik Buterin, plans for Ethereum upgrades. I'm sure we can find some more on Ethereum too here recently coming out. All right, so before I dive into some more, let's take a look at the chat real quick and see what's going on with you guys, because yeah, there's a lot going on here. I missed a whole bunch. Jake the Snake says, "Grill harder, and then don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?" That's kind of the point, right? Now until 4. What in the world are you talking about, Snake? Come on, Jake. Spencer Frey says, XCN, final dump before the massive pump happening now. Ooh, we'll take a look at XCN for you, Spencer. We'll take a look at you, and then we got to catch up with some of the Ramona's posts, too. Let's see what we have on XCN real quick. There's Zebek. Zebek just can't stay underneath 45, man. I was really hoping this to fall underneath 45. All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at XCN. I clicked on the wrong coin. There we go. What a mess. What is going on with this chart? And I used to draw on this chart. I don't know why that got all garbled up. But yeah, this is my USDT to MEXC chart. It's a mess now. I probably have to go grab a new one. Still hold real quick. I gotta clean this up because I cannot do this. This is so ugly. It hurts my brain. Delete. Where is the delete? Oh, there it is. Duh. USDT. Okay, let's see what else we get on MEXC or maybe Coinbase. So let's jump over to Coinbase. It's native on Coinbase. USD on Coinbase. Sure, we'll try that. XCN. There we go. That's a nice clean chart. Boom. All right, so what's going on with XCN right now? According to Spencer, was it Spencer? I got to scroll back up. Yes, Spencer says, XCN, final dump before the massive pump happening now, says Spencer. Okay, so yeah, this could be exactly what he's talking about. I could definitely see the narrative behind that. Of course, we are landing right on top of a bull trend right now. It's make or break right now, pretty much. You could say that starts here or there. It doesn't matter where it starts. It's still bullish. Still a bullish trend. So yeah, we're at a make or break point right now for XCN. I 100% agree with you, Spencer. And like I said earlier today on Rob's stream over at Crypto Futures. If you're not following Rob, please take a look down in the description down below. I also like to give a shout out to him too, because he's my favorite Canadian on earth. But anyway, I was saying earlier today on his stream that we got to dump before we get those massive pumps, right? Yeah, so that's kind of where we're headed. I agree with you there, and we can still come back down and retest 2015, and then I really doubt it, but we could just go back down to 2014. I mean, is that really the bottom? That's not even the bottom. Nowhere near the bottom. But it is here locally. Holy crap. Very, very, very low. For the entirety of the last 4 months, this thing has pumped and done damage since April. Okay, the last 2 months. I thought we had a big pump back in the beginning of the year. Yeah, so it's weird. That's weird. But it has stayed up here pretty well. All right, and then again, that pump, if we go out to the larger time frames, here sitting on the day, XCN would be looking at, what would it be looking at? If we can actually get above this, this is a really long cup and handle. You wouldn't even say that, see, that's definitely not even realistic. But anyway, let's just say we got the same sort of price action from here. That would at least send us back up to retest some of these levels up here, which is 3.5, so 3.5 cents. Not bad, not a bad move, and it's getting really tight down here too. You can see this is looking like it wants to coil back up and start a cup on the short term. I love cup and handles, guys. I don't know why. I always find they work. They always work. But anyway, if that starts to form and coil up, and we do get that really nice formation on the short term, we could at least come back up and retest 273. If we can break through there, then we'll be retesting these higher levels of 3.5 and beyond. Hopefully a new all-time high, because we were only up there for a day. We only touched that at a single. I remember that day. It was crazy. It was wild. Insane. I sold a bunch off at like 204, and it just kept ripping. 2045, something like that, 2043, and it just kept ripping. And we finally hit like 205, almost 205, 2049, and then it came back down. So anytime. Look at that. I created a cross. The prophecy is spoken. There you go. We got some Anglo-Saxon. I'm not gonna go into it, guys. I'm not gonna go into religion on this channel. Anyway, moving on. What else we got? Oh yeah, catching back up with the chat. That's right. We haven't finished yet. Good evening, Milk Money. Yes, Ramona. Yes. Spencer Frey says I had to do it. I had to throw another $100 at XCN just now. I'll check Betty Ford. What the hell? I'll check into Betty Ford after the run is over. What the hell, Spencer? I mean, you know what? You got to do you, man. You got to do you. And of course, DCA is the way. That's what I always say. Like, it rhymes with everything. DCA is the way. That's what I always say. Oh, okay. Milk Money also says, hey, hello to Ramona. Hope all is well. Yes, of course. One of my favorite people in our community, in the crypto community as well. Ramona. I would love to have, I would love to see you do some more stuff. I checked out your channel. There's nothing on there. I feel like you could do something, Ramona. I think you do. But I see potential in everyone doing something like this too. But anyway, Ramona in the house, says Jake the Snake. Ramona in the house. D-Worm says more dumpage, please. LOL. Gotta stuff bags. Yeah. We're running out of time to stuff bags, guys. I really hope you got a majority of your bags already packed. Milk Money 25 says, lucky me, for this place is soundproof. That way nobody gets to hear me beating the truth out of you. Kurt Russell said Tango and Cash. I've never seen that movie. What? Tango and Cash. What? I've never seen this. Now I need to see this. And they got Uzis. Oh, I have to see this. I'm buying an Uzi this year, guys. I almost bought one a few weeks ago. Anyway, yeah, freaking insane. Tango and Cash, nice. Definitely gonna put that on my list. Thank you, Milk Money. I love me my Kurt Russell movies. All right, don't mess with Jack. All right. Okay, guys, what else are we going to find today? Let's see. What else? Let's check another cryptonews.net. What they got going on today? Breaking Donald Trump is at it again. Today, his company has filed for a Bitcoin ETF. Here we go. Yeah, so this is breaking 3 hours ago. As of 3 hours ago, we have another ETF, and it is a Trump ETF. What are they calling it? Truth Social, a company that is... Oh, I think we talked about this already, about how they're bringing... yeah. The family Donald Trump has filed for a formal application with the SEC to list a spot Bitcoin ETF. Details are coming. Okay, maybe we haven't talked about this. I keep getting everything confused with American Bitcoin, which is Eric Trump's mining company thing. But yeah, Truth Social is coming out with at least an announcement saying that details are coming for a Trump family ETF. Again, I don't want to be that guy to say don't be worshiping the ground you walk on, all these billionaires. You got to do your own thing. So But this, of course, will get more adoption. There are a lot of people that love this man and his family and what they do and what they stand for. And I'm sure they'll be buying Bitcoin once they understand what he is all about with crypto assets and his family. All right, moving on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh my God. All right, let's get back into the news. This is crazy, though. This, every single day, guys, there's no shortage of news. But the price is still at 105. It's kind of crazy. I'm not losing my mind, right? A little bit. Okay. Bitcoin last chance for 110K. XRP finally bullish. We got a Hopium FUD article there. Not going to read it. Of course, just letting you guys know. They are all over the place. Bitcoin reclaims 105 after Powell's speech. If fuels pivot talk. Yeah. Nothing burger there. Genius Act amendment talks progress over 60 proposals. Geez, we're getting closer to the stablecoin bill. The Genius Act being finalized. I think this is the last week. Senator Lummis actually called out this on Thursday. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Whenever she was I think she was there on Tuesday, making the rounds. And Senator Lummis was saying that they were so close. She felt like this was going to pass next week, which that's this week. So the stablecoin bill could actually get passed this week. And if it does, all bets are off for everything else. I mean, it's going to happen. Everything you want is going to happen. We're going to get proper regulation for all of our cryptos, and it's going to be streamlined, and hopefully things will happen before August. That's the idea anyway. Senator lawmakers are deep in discussions over the Genius Act bill. Bill are currently facing a long list of proposed changes. If they succeed, the bill could be brought to the Senate floor by the end of this week. Brought to you by CoinGape. The weirdest name for a crypto. Yeah, news source in crypto. Anyway, Genius Act amendment talks progress with over 60 proposals. All right. Senate negotiates over 60 amendments, according to the respective journalist Eleanor Tourette on X, with more than 60 amendments that have been suggested so far. That large number is now at the center of intense negotiations between the Senate Republicans and Democrats. Both sides are working to trim down the Act's amendment list to a number more manageable. If an agreement isn't reached soon, the bill's path to becoming a law should slow down. Procedural delays would likely push the final vote into next week. Lawmakers want to avoid that, but it's not uncommon when dealing with such a high-volume proposal of changes. The Genius Act has been the subject of major public attention until recently. Hasn't been the subject of major public attention until recently, but as talks heat up, it's becoming clear that legislation is significant enough to draw major input from both political parties. Bipartisan push to streamline the Genius Act. The exact contents of the amendments are not yet public, but the huge interest shows that there's a lot at stake. A bipartisan compromise is key to moving the bill forward. A push for bipartisan solutions coincides with the growing crypto adoption, as evident by Truth Social's recent Bitcoin ETF filing. Senator Lummis did mention that there is a lot of bipartisan support, and she feels like there isn't much other than a few changes between both sides that they want to see kind of, flushed out. Without it, the Senate progress could be bogged down to back and forth debate. The kind of delay could impact the related legislation or upcoming priorities for both parties. Tourette's update highlights how quickly things can change in Congress. What may seem like a slow progress can suddenly gain speed. And lawmakers align on the details. Still, with over 60 proposed changes on the table, negotiations will take time and patience. The Genius Act's future depends heavily on what happens next in a few days. Behind closed doors, the staff of lawmakers are likely working overtime to find the middle ground. The bills that may become a key topic in the coming days as the Senate leaders push to finalize the process. They're getting close to passing the Genius Act, even though there has been requests for a lot of changes in the bill. That is the skinny on the stablecoin bill, the Genius Act 2025. I just hope for it to all be swiftly taken care of and over with so we can move on. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick before I go further into another article of interest. Right, someone said Kurt Russell 3 times and I just ended up here somehow. That's how that works. That's how it always works. Kurt's got your back, guys. Oh my god, I had to show you something that Milk Money sent me. I wonder if I still have it here somewhere. If I could find it. Oh yeah, I still have it. He sends me the craziest stuff. Look at this one. Elmo and Kurt and the Bitcoins. Oh my God, dude. You guys are insane. I love you. I love you. All right. It was another one too. He had, I think it was Trump. Was it Trump, Elon, and Kurt? Something like that. And Elmo. I forget. And Godzilla. No, it was Godzilla, Kurt, and I think Elon or Elmo. I forget. I'm losing my voice. Oh, geez. I got to get back up on this chat. This is insane. You guys are insane. Wait, Ramona has a channel? Well, I mean, she's on YouTube. The only Uzi I need is a Jack Uzi. A jacuzzi. Of course. Yeah, I remember the days I had hung a TV above the jacuzzi just to keep track. And again, in the no sleep zone, you will do stupid and crazy things like that. You better believe it. It's coming. Hi, Jake the Snake. Ramona in the chat. Of course, shouting out everyone. 105 beats 103. What the hell, Jake? Yeah, Matt Adams says, oh yeah, 105, of course, the price action for Bitcoin beats 103, for sure. I'm anything but 103. I'm happy. Someone said Kurt Russell 3 times to end up here. Yes, it's just like Beetlejuice. Hi, Ramona. Jake the Snake, of course. Everyone shouting out to Ramona in the chat. Hello, Ramona. We love you. We love you, Ramona. Jake the Snake says, hope all is well with you and yours. Yes, everyone in the chat as well. Good evening, everyone. Ari also made it. How's it going, Ari? How's it going? The three amigos, Kurt, Sailor, and Elmo. That's what it was. It was Sailor. That's right. Thanks, Matt. You guys are all mad. We're all mad together. I love it. All right, let's get back into it. What else we got? Dogecoin fate hingers on the price level. Analysts agree. Okay, whatever. Let's check another site out real quick for some more headlines. Of course, we already covered this one a couple days ago. This is old, referring to, of course, Facebook rejecting the proposal at Bitcoin to the balance sheet. What else we got here today? Breaking news 2 hours ago. SEC Chair Paul Atkins slams regulation by enforcement, praising crypto task force at Senate hearing. That's good for us in the grand scheme of things. It's been forever since I sat there and watched C-SPAN. I kind of miss those days with Gary because it would really be engaged. I'd be like, "What is Gary saying now?" I really wanted to beat Gary every day, like one of our friends. Anyway, Texas congressman slammed for delayed Bitcoin disclosure of 500K purchases. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's slammed for delayed Bitcoin disclosure. Texas congressman. Who is that? Brandon Gill. He's under scrutiny for allegedly improperly disclosing Bitcoin purchases of up to $500,000, according to a June 3rd report from Open Secrets. You gotta tell people what you're allocating to there, Brandon. Yeah, you can't be doing that stuff. Yeah. Anyway, Binance dominates crypto liquidity with the largest stablecoin reserves. What's happening in crypto today? All right, pretty much nothing else here either. We're still digging, guys. We're still digging. Yeah, Elmo like 103 Bitcoin. Yeah, Elmo loves it. He loves to eat it. Yes, he loves that 103. Just eat it until he's full. Oh God. Oh my God. I gotta get back to those overnight live streams were amazing. The after hour live streams. I miss those too. I gotta get the other rig going. I gotta get that other rig going. All right, what else we got? We'll check out a couple more, see what else we can find. My neighbor Alice launches $500,000 Alice airdrop to mark Game's birthday. I don't know what the hell this is. 533% Shiba Inu price rally and offing this trend. What? These I don't even make any sense. These headlines. Ripple USD gets Dubai approval. We already mentioned that. XRP, the next Bitcoin. Ripple's CEO chimes in on legal process. It's highly centralized. Why would it ever be even considered anything near Bitcoin? Hyperliquid coin surges on Binance listing news. This is why it's in the top 12 or 13 right now. Actually, I think we skipped over that today. Market cap. Guys, coin market cap. Top 10 assets in our space today. Cardano, yes, it's Hyperliquid sitting at number 11. Cardano still sitting at number 10. Sui still number 12. Nothing really has changed here. Some of our favorite coins falling back in market cap. I think Jasmine now is still at 90. Yeah, still at 90. And XCN holding on to 108. I think it got pushed back down too with that big dump. Yeah, it's not really a big dump, but that dump is taken right now. 112. You know what? Speaking of which, I want to mention Zbeck, and it'll probably be all what we got left on the news today, because it seems like we're kind of held flat on news. We covered a lot of the stuff this morning too. One of the big things I was talking about this morning was the ASEAN, the Asian acronym of Asian nations that are trying to also de-dollarize their countries. Stablecoin issuer circling target 7 trillion. Is that trillion? Too many big numbers. 7,200,000,000 valuation in upcoming IPO. That's Circle. Yeah, Circle. Morgan Stanley says stock market has priced in tariff best case scenario, warns stagflation issue. Looming for magnificent 7 firms. Yeah, we've got pretty much nothing going on right now, guys. We're just waiting. We're waiting for the big breakouts where everyone gets bored and just buys up the rest of the Bitcoin. All right, let's get into X and show you guys where all the real news is and show you what I got to share with you today. Maybe find some new stuff popping off on X too. Let's see, getting back into the chat with you guys before I go any further. I think we're all caught up though. Yes. Elmo no like the 103k Bitcoin. Danny in the house. Otaku listening on the road. Hello. Of course, my favorite Super Saiyan Danny in the house. How you going? How's it going, Danny? Hope everything's going great for you as well. Yes. When stream farm. Chaos charts and chats 24/7. Oh yes, I can't wait. You know what would be funny if I build that Junction node and then run the after hours 24/7 on that node, and then just have it like constantly just charting Jasmine for all the people fighting Jasmine. That would be amazing. I should do one just like that. Okay, yes, when stream farm, chaos, yes. I love it. Freaking great, man. Thank you, Danny. I'm so happy that you're freaking great, my man. So happy. All right, let's go, guys. Now that we're feeling it. Let's get into the real news over on X. Guys, if you like what you're seeing here today, of course, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. I need to shill harder, so please, let's get these likes up. And, of course, sub if you like what you're seeing here today. Getting close to that 1,000 sub target. Over the top shot says, what you think about XCN? I just covered it at the very beginning. I think I agree with Spencer. I feel like he's right. This pullback is definitely going to probably have a good push back from a pullback, and we're going to probably see a rally out of XCN. I still got the chart up. Look at this. This is my idea. And somehow it plays into Christianity. I mean, it's right there. It's so easy. It's right there. But yeah, the idea was basically, from down here to the top, for that measured move, if this were to play out in a similar fashion, because this is a very elongated, you basically establishing support. Once we do get a breakout, it's explosive, right? It's going to get explosive. I agree 100% with Spencer on this one, and we're going to probably see a return back up to this. To at least retest 2 cents 7, right? 2 cents 7, and then if we can establish that up there, I'll just make it a little more clear for you guys to understand. Basically, we break out, we curl on over, we break on out to the upside, retouch this up here. If we can hold this for at least a week or two, then of course we're going to retest these higher price levels we haven't seen since back in April or February. Has it been February? February. My God. It's been so long, guys. It feels like this was yesterday. No, that was 4 months ago. My God. So this is the general idea, of course, just kind of creating this staircase-like pattern we've seen on many other charts. Of course, very notably in Bitcoin. We have to have a lot of things play for this to happen. Obviously, we're gonna have to have Bitcoin dominance come down, if ever. Maybe to let altcoins run like they used to. I missed that effect back in the day, guys. If you're new here for crypto, back in 2021, that's the first cycle that I participated in. 2020, 2021, Bitcoin ran. It came down. Altcoins then got the green light to run, and then when altcoins were done running and Bitcoin was already starting to pump, everyone would pull back and throw it all back into Bitcoin. So it'd be this kind of back and forth, robbing Peter to pay Paul until the very top at the peak, and then we, flush everything. But Bitcoin dominance kind of has to fall in order to allow money to participate in the rest of the altcoins. And now there's more altcoins than there were before. but there's also more money than there was before. So that's what we're waiting for. And I'm hoping that it plays out the same way because I know what to do in that ecosystem. I've lived through it before. So unless this time is truly different, which it also kind of is, with Bitcoin just kind of taking the show, stealing the show, if you will, this should play out something like this. That's the idea anyway. And we're looking for a bigger play into June and July. And so this could actually play out sooner rather than later. This is my general idea of what we have to wait, right? We have to wait for this to play out. And right now, of course, it looks like it wants to curl on over, and that's my general idea for XCN. Okay, so now that we got that off the table, I want to talk about ZBEC, because we haven't talked about ZBEC today, at least tonight. I talked about it this morning, but I was really excited this morning. I actually bought more. I did. I threw some money back into ZBEC when it came back down and touched 204. 2042 precisely is where I bought back in. And if we look back at the 15-minute, we've actually had a couple times today, a couple opportunities to do this. We come back down the first time today, and then we came back down and retested it, and we actually got a little higher low. So this is bullish right now, guys. This is current space with ZBEC right now is bullish. So again, if it wants to create a cup and handle to the upside, it wants to continue this all the way back up to retest 206. Then yeah, we are going to probably see another move to the upside, getting even higher to 2078. Now, is that going to play out? Are we going to get shut down? That's the big question. And so I still want to make it very clear that I still would love to see it come back down and retest some of these lows again. We need a break underneath 204. It is pretty early, but again, when altcoin season? If altcoin season tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks from now, I kind of feel like next week is going to be a big move for altcoins. If that does happen, then anything lower than 204 is out of the question. I mean, it's just not going to play out. So yeah, wait for that confirmation. We're going to either touch the top here and then break out, or we're going to fall back down and break under. And so that's what I'm waiting for right now. But either way, I've got some more dry powder I'm looking to buy up right here again. I don't care if it goes like 202 or 201 lower than that. I'm buying more once it gets to lower than that range again. If not, then I won't touch my bags. I'm going to leave it as is, and we're just going to shoot to the moon. I don't care. My bag's already packed, ready to go. I just want to buy more back in and skim more from the top, so I can live. I got no job. I got to live off something, right? All right. Oh, God.
What are you, stupid?
Probably, Oscar. Yes, probably. All right, moving on, guys. That's my idea for ZBEC right now today. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all over the place, I know. But I play both sides all the time. All right. And you got it in crypto. You got it. All right. So getting back into it. Milk money. Feel it? Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it? That's one of my favorite memes. Yeah, what you think about XCN? I just showed you, of course, over the top. I got you, my guy. Of course. Yeah, thank you. Of course. Overcome. Yes. Yo. Where's Yo Mars? Yo. The best crypto doesn't even exist yet, says Zach. You know what, my guy? I think you just won the I don't know, the obvious award. Yes, you did. You won the obvious award. The best crypto doesn't even exist yet. 100%. I agree with you. Most likely does not. Although there still is no second best, right? According to the words of Michael Saylor.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
So, as of right now, Bitcoin's still the best. All right, moving on. Michael Saylor has made it very clear, too, that until there is another best, he's not going to invest in any other best because there is no second best. All right. Okay, so let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. This is where we're going, guys. We're, of course, going into the real news over on Twitter. If you like what you see here today, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below, but also check me out on Twitter if you like the same platform on a different format. All right, guys, let's see what we got here today. Here we go. Breaking 21 Capital just bought 10,500 Bitcoin for approximately $1 billion. This is what I was talking about earlier, guys. There was two announcements today. We covered Jack Muller's 21 Capital just added 29,000 or $3 billion. So did they buy 2 times today, or did they buy just once? I think that was yesterday. And I think they both were yesterday, to be honest. Or they were announced last night. I don't remember. But either way, I am confused as the timeline and the amounts on these Yeah, I mean, we could probably look them up now. They're probably listed on Bitcoin Treasuries now. Actually, I think I covered that the other day. Let's take a look. This is driving me nuts. There's too many companies buying Bitcoin. Damn it, guys! Bitcoin's made for you and me, not for these corporations. You got to buy it up as much as you can before it's too effing late. Because once they buy it up, they're never going to sell. They're going to literally borrow against it forever. Forever. Jeez. All right. So where's 21 Capital on the grand scheme of things? They just made this company not too long ago, about a couple of weeks ago. I know. I thought they were listed here. 21. There's a lot of 21s on this list. Let's search by capital. Maybe. HK Walnut. Nope. Nope, that's not it either. So it's not even on the list yet on Bitcoin Treasuries. Come on. They're so far behind all the time. All right, moving on. Done with that. Enough of that one. All right, just in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, IBIT is the youngest, biggest ETF at 1.4 years old and the fastest growing ETF in history. We talked about this at to exhaustion last year as it was being launched. Yeah, it really is insane how fast this thing has grown. And yeah, only the and it's number 23 in the entire list of all ETFs by market cap. And yeah, it's only been around for 1.4 years. The time scale on this is broken in terms of the mass amount of value that this thing is going to accrue. All right, moving on. Again, reminder, buy it all. It's for us, not for them. Anyway, moving on. Breaking pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate Lee Jae-myung just won the South Korean election. He promised to legalize ETFs and invest state pensions in Bitcoin. This is huge. Another pro-Bitcoin president for another country. It seems like they're just passing them out everywhere we talk about, every country we go to. It's, yeah, next level, guys, next level. It's happening. All suddenly, it's going to happen. All right. More Americans now own Bitcoin than gold. I still don't know if I believe this. To some metric, yes, I agree. You could have one person, you could have 50 million Americans owning one Satoshi, versus 37 million Americans owning one gold coin. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how they get these numbers. Obviously, survey data is not the greatest. We also got Elon Musk saving us only $175 billion. It's not that much money in the grand scheme of things, guys. The U.S. government borrows $70,000 every single second. This sentence has already this sentence already been a few million, more than likely. Okay, so yeah, save the U.S. taxpayers $1,000. Do you guys feel $1,000 richer? I mean, I don't know. My friends are broke as AF. All right, moving on. Just in, Vivek Ramaswamy Strive Asset Management to raise up $1.5 billion. 1.5 trillion? What is this ridiculous number? These numbers are just so hard to cover. Yeah, 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion to buy a Bitcoin. Of course, Vivek Ramaswamy. You know what? I would have voted for him if he was on the ticket last year, for sure. But I would have rather voted for RFK. Anyway, MetaPlanet CEO says, I tell my friends to put 100% of their net worth into Bitcoin. I think I showed this one this morning, actually. So he did say that. Of course, MetaPlanet Simon Girovich, CEO. We also had a real estate giant Grant Cardone said that Bitcoin is going to $500,000. We have recovered all of this stuff this morning, actually. I don't have too much. Let's see if anything's breaking right now and see if we can get banned on YouTube, shall we? All right. Of course, this is what we referred to earlier as, the Truth Social that they just filed for a Bitcoin ETF. We talked about that breaking a couple hours ago. California passes bill to allow states to receive payments in Bitcoin and digital currencies. This is big for California, if true, because they've been behind the times on this sort of regulation. or legislation. Which payment network has the highest transaction per second throughput? Ethereum, 15 transactions per second. PayPal, 200 transactions per second. Visa, 24,000 transactions per second. Or the Lightning Network at 40 million transactions per second. That's insane, guys. Lightning has come a long way. A long way. Ridiculous. And even, again, Solana? Solana's already lightning fast. I love Solana. But man, the Lightning Network, Nikes, man. That's insane. I am really, color me impressed. Color me orange. Of course, the Bitcoin Lightning Network. That's insane. Insane. Alrighty. What else we got? Bullish monthly search volume for Bitcoin by country. Really? US. Japan. Right. Let's fast forward here into 2025. We can only go into December 2024. But still, it's pretty bullish. Look at that. Second in line is Germany. I would not have guessed Germany or Brazil to be top 3. That's insane. U.S. top 3 with Germany and Brazil. Japan 4th, though, man. They have to start moving with crypto assets here soon. They're falling behind. Just in, California Assembly bill passes the state to receive payments in Bitcoin and digital currencies. It passes 68-0, and now heads to the Senate. That's what we were referring to earlier with the Bitcoin and Digital Currencies Act in California. Cool. That's awesome. Happy to see that there. California's been very, very, very far behind. Oh my gosh. trying to like and share that one. Joe Rogan discussed Bitcoin in his latest podcast. What is money? All ones and zeros. We keep saying, when sailor. The time is now, Joe. You have to. And I don't know if this is an old quote. This might be an old one.
What is money essentially right now? It's all ones and zeros, right? And what is the bottleneck? Well, the bottleneck is encryption, right? So that's how you protect people from stealing your ones and zeros. But what if it gets to the point where we're all using quantum computing? Well, then there is no more encryption. So how do we reconcile with the fact that everyone has access to everything all the time? I mean, how do we even enforce that? Like, what do you do about an even distribution of information, which is essentially wealth? Because information is numbers. Numbers are wealth. What is it? Like, where does it go? When there's no encryption, and essentially we're pretty close to that, right? Once quantum computing can crack encryption, which it will be able to do, it's all nonsense. Right?
It totally.
All those zeros that you have in your bank account, those are gone.
Yeah, these are all human constructs. And it's funny, the backup is always Bitcoin, which is, I think, uses like SHA-256 encryption. Or if you get quantum error correction, that's gone too.
That's gone too. It's all gone. Even our backup plans are shit.
And then it's kind of the apocalypse or something, because at that point, if you're a human, you've been so caught up with just, basic subsistence.
So interesting narrative. I've heard this one before. It takes me back to 2000? You guys remember that? When all the VCRs were gonna take over our homes and just blow up and stuff because they can't can't roll over to 2000. The Y2K bug. I'm getting the kind of feels of that out of this quantum computing stuff. I think that we are going to. I think the first quantum computers are going to be very privileged for those first few to roll out. They're going to be highly regulated, and I think that we're going to get the baseline of what we need to ensure encryption for quantum computing when that does roll out. I think we're going to get smart people behind things. I would hope to at least vote for that on the Bitcoin side, on a lot of these other cryptocurrencies as well. Vote for secure measures to be put in place. So I'm not terrified of this. And again, if it breaks everything, it breaks everything. What does it matter? You're betting on zero. Or you're betting on everything. Either way, that's just how I look at it. I'd rather bet on everything than bet on zero. No one wants to, of course, win. No one wins in the zero-sum game, right? No one wins with total collapse and apocalypse. All right, moving back into the chat. I do love apocalypse, though, but you can only do it once. That's the problem. It reminds you of that old punk rock song. Was it today we're oh no, today's a blast, but tomorrow we're homeless. But tonight is a blast. Speaking of a blast, Ramona with a $10 super chat. How's it going? Thank you again, Ramona. Our government has had quantum computers in it for 20 years now. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that one up, Ramona. It's nothing new, right? It's nothing new, guys. Yeah, we've had these supercomputers for quite a while, and that's why we have so many Mandela effects, right? Is that right? I probably shouldn't go down that rabbit hole either. Anyway, let me get caught back up in the chat today. Thank you, Ramona, for throwing me off with my rant. I do go crazy into rants sometimes. All right, Future Dystopian Award. Yes, guys, welcome. We're living in it right now, guys. If you haven't been here before, then man, you're in for a treat, because I welcome you to the dystopian future in 2025. You guys have made it. You have made it to 2025. You're going to realize that the beginning is nigh. AI is coming for you and your job, and robots are there to follow. Yeah, it's already early, but it's also too late. Drivers, telemarketers, lawyers, data entry clerks, accountants, writers, journalists, bookkeepers, receptionists, bank tellers, travel agents, factory workers of all kinds, all being replaced before your eyes. It's coming. It's here. It's here now. Try to save yourself before it's too late. Invest in gold, silver, and Bitcoin, like the whatever you could have. Hard assets, guys. Hard assets. Fast food workers are already been replaced by those screens, and of course, the robots are going to replace people in the bedroom, including your loved ones that cannot do all those things in the bedroom that. They put off doing for years and years now, and you're just kind of tired of it. Anyway, so yes, welcome to Dystopian Futures, guys. You made it. And we're all going to witness it all together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time, and I'm happy to have you. Happy to have you. All right, moving back into it, guys. Let's get back in the chat and finish this up. We've got also to cover the normies. Future Dystopian Award goes to Mad Adam. Thank you, Mad. Thank you. The best crypto doesn't exist yet. Yes, Zach. Heidegger says, not true. Bitcoin is the best crypto asset, of course. The only crypto. There's no second best. Mad Adam says, could be true. We haven't officially launched our doodle coin yet. I mean, there's been a couple, right? Mad Adam, LOL. AI and marketing can do things Bitcoin was never able to do. Bitcoin is old tech. Come on, Zach. Come on. We can always upgrade Bitcoin. It's not like it's ever going to be count out. Come on. We're already building that stuff on Bitcoin. I mean, have you ever heard of the orange check mark they're looking to facilitate for AI, distinguishing AI from human? Yeah, look into that too. That's kind of a crazy trip Michael Saller has been trying to push. All sorts of things being built on Bitcoin. From Eddie says, and I just showed you the TPS, the transaction per second of the Lightning Network on Bitcoin versus Solana. It's insane. Okay, AI and marketing can do things Bitcoin was never. From Eddie. How's it going, From Eddie? How's it going, my guy? Everything is going to zero. That's right. Zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. Yes, except Bitcoin. Exactly. Matt Adams says, no way Mr. T will let Sailor go Rogan until table is set. That episode will break the world. Yes, it would definitely break the world. We'd have a mass adoption overnight, and that's why he's never done it. Again, thanks again, Ramona, for stopping me in my rant with that $10 super chat. I love you. Heidegger says, I'm not worried about the quantum computers, even if the tech actually exists or can exist. It definitely does exist. The defense against attacks will also have access to quantum power. Exactly. And that would reward could be there for doing that. I was actually listening to an interesting take on quantum computing, and it was done in a way that I can kind of understand. Kind of. But basically, in computers, we've always had zeros and ones, and that made up the base of all code. But in quantum computing, zeros and ones coexist. So together, they also have to, share information at the same time. So it's like what they were saying, Elon Musk. Wow. These freaking billionaires, man. Joe Rogan and his guest we're talking about. They were saying about how, once everyone has all the information in the world at their fingertips all the time, which we kind of already do, but also what then is the worth of money when everyone can share the same, back and forth. Anyway, so zeros and one thing, that's the one thing that made more sense to me is that if they're coexisting at the same time, it's kind of awkward. All right, getting back into Headagger. I'm not worried about that quantum computer. Yes, I think that's what I got me going on that rant. I got too many rants tonight, guys. Sorry. Jake the Snake says, Ramona. Yes, they got the tech from the frozen Megatron in the Sector 7. 100%. That's how they did it. Got the reverse engineered Megatron source code for quantum computing. Oh my god, they're talking about Transformers now. The otaku in me is just so giddy. Okay, thanks guys for that one. Jake, thank you, Jake. All right, guys, let's get back into it. I think that's gonna do it for the news today. We covered enough. Enough in days where there's just an abundance of news and not enough time to cover it. Whew, okay, so let's get into the normies. That's right, the normies tonight, guys. What are they searching? Of course, we're going to grade them on traditional grade scale. Of course, an A, B, C, D, or an F. And usually they get an F. They're always searching for 3 things. We're grading, of course, against those 3 things if they're searching anything that were relative to our space. And that is, of course, the celebrities, the video games, and the sports ball. They love their sports. All right, let's see what they're looking up today. Tom Theodabou, what? I don't know who the hell that even is. Love Island USA Season 7. Coming to a TV near you. What the hell? Dutch government collapses. What? What? I'm sorry. I gotta look this up. Oh, I might give them a C today. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I'm typing so carefully. Dutch government collapses 9 hours ago after far-right leader Wilders quit coalition. What? What? Let's see if we can get a video on this.
Ik heb de minister-president net ook laten weten dat ik de PVV
withdraw the PVV ministers from the cabinet. With the departure of the PVV, there is a sufficient support in the House of Representatives for this cabinet. The Dutch government has collapsed after the far-right leader Joost Wilders called this a coalition. Is this English now? Oh, they're not even talking. The PV promised the voters the strictest asylum and the strictest policy amongst the strictest countries in Europe. We have proposed a plan to close the borders to asylum seekers, to stop them, to send them away. I have requested the signature of the coalition partners. Former coalition partners, I should say, as the least for the majority of the measures, they didn't do that. Okay, they say, well, submit it, or maybe we can submit the motion, investigate. Okay, what the hell is this? Waller's announcement came after the PVV's withdrawal support led Prime Minister Dick scoffed his hand over the cabinet. It might be just early on this. I got a little too excited. What next? That's the question. What next?
Just what when I thought the election season was.
Oh God! All right. I don't know. I don't want to dive too much into it, but I'm excited. Either way, I'm excited. Dutch government collapses. Mystics versus Fever. Of course, sports. Normies love their sports. Travis Decker, admin. Harvey Milk. USA versus Jamaica. Witcher 4. Damn, we get a 4th video game there. Guys, the normies were winning with the searches today. Cubs versus Nationals. McDonald's snack wrap. Very important stuff the normies got to look up every single day. Santa Ono. Royals versus Ordinals. RCB versus PBKs. Tornadoes, Kansas City, Cameron Brink, Jim Marshall, Lil Wayne Tour, Diamondback versus Braves, Tom Gardney, RCB, Justin Long, and Guardians versus Yankees. They get an F. I might give them a D. They looked up Dutch government collapse. Government collapsing and they're searching it. I'll give them a D. Screw it. Fine. A D. D minus though. God. I'm very, very hard on the normies, man. All right. Getting back into just one more thing. We'll, of course, check the Bitcoin searches on Google. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Over the last 7 days, down to the very downtown. 35 on Bitcoin searches in the last week. The highest we saw was 99 back in May 8th. Which, we were sitting at 109, 108, I think, on the 28th. No, I think we were still sitting around 106, 105. Price action didn't really matter for the Bitcoin, for the normies. They're not searching Bitcoin either way. All right, guys, let's get back into the chat real quick. Let's see where we go from here. Oh my God, guys. All right, let's clean this up and get back to this, and I'll check on the chat. We'll get back to the charts. The charts. ZBAC still holding 205. My God, man. It will not come down. All right, and Bitcoin sitting at 105.6. Also, will it come down, retest, and then shoot back on up? More than likely. More than likely. I don't think you can keep this coin down, but man, it is on a very bearish trend right now. All right, let's see. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Jake the Snake says, there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. Interesting, interesting. Hell. Chris says hell. Oh, hell on earth? I don't know. This is so many emojis, man. I'm here from DK. Oh, you're here from the Dutchland? You here from Dutchland? I don't know where DK is. I'm not sure that I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. Are you here from I don't know, Danos, Kano, some alien region? I'm watching you all, alive or dead. What? I'm freaking out now, man. I'm like, we're getting we're getting invaded by a I don't know. A quantum computing hack from the future. I don't know what the hell is it. All right, bye, Chris. What the hell? I don't know what's going on with this guy. Chris. Weird. See you around. Hello, hell. I gotcha. Hello with the. I gotcha. Hello, gotcha. I'll catch you later, Chris. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened here, guys. This is crazy. Every single night. Strawberry Dragons. I'm making the original McDonald's fries in beef tallow. Are you allowed to do that? Did you go to McDonald's and like take some raw fries from their freezer and you're making it in beef tallow? What the hell, Otaku? Man, I don't know, Strawberry. That's crazy. But nice to see here again, Strawberry Dragons. My favorite flavor of dragon. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. Where's Bitcoin going, right? And you know what? I don't have my altar, so I'm hoping we're not going to be too wrong today. We might actually be wrong today, guys, because I don't have my altar. But I'm going to have it in spirit. And yeah, because Attila the Hen broke my altar with. He burned the candle and literally melted the entire candle with the biggest flame I've ever put on the show from 2 bennies all at once. It was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, so we're going to light the Bitcoin candle tonight with a Benny. This Benny is brought to you tonight by Clifford Bushman. I hope you are here tonight to watch your Benny burn. Yeah, we're going to light the candle with it tonight and get this show on the road. Crypto Chaos Magic starts now. Here we go. I'm going to burn my keyboard again. Yep, there it goes. I'm burning my keyboard. Ah! Oh, no! Oh, no, guys. Ah, there it is. Okay. It probably is not going to light the candle. Come on, light the candle. Yep, there it goes. It lit. Thank you, Clifford Bushman, for your donation to the cause of chaos. All right. The candle has been... oh, God, this poor candle. Well, we do have candles coming. Milk Money has donated for more candles. This tiny candle costs $10. Isn't that insane? The world we live in, guys. This is why we invest in crypto assets, because our dollar doesn't get us shit anymore. All right. So anyway, how appropriate. How appropriate. Well, so why do we do this, guys, every single night? Crypto Chaos every single night. Because
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Thank you, Sailor. And of course, why do we feed the flame?
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Thank you, Sailor. I absolutely love it. I cannot believe he is supporting the channel. He has to be a secret admirer of mine. Anyway, every year he gets on that stage and says something that's just like, oh my God, it's definitely watching the show, man. It's crazy. But yeah. We just fed the fire. We are going to idolize the moon tonight. I've got some water here, of course, representing water. We've got fire, and we've got wind. I've got a fan blowing wind. There's plenty of earth, man. I got coffee, leftover coffee all over the place. So we've got all the elements, of course, in the room tonight for our Crypto Chaos Magic. So what are we doing tonight, guys? Crocpeos! That is, of course, our seance for Crypto Chaos Magic has begun. We're going to find where Bitcoin goes. In the near term, the short term, where are we going? Of course, cleaning this up from last night. We're tired of winning. I'm tired of winning. I want to be so wrong, guys. I'm so tired of this. Of course, calling for a baseline bullish target last night, landing onto our baseline target. Pretty damn close this morning. Of course, calling that. And here we go again. We're back at it yet again. We get our ritual sticks up here. These are representing the most common time frames where all the volatility is. That is 9 a.m., 9 p.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 a.m. p.m. It doesn't matter where you are on the side of the world. If you follow Eastern Standard Time, you know where the volatility is going to be at if you follow the overall market sentiment, as we do every single day. Psychology in the market. It's insane. It's insane. All right, guys. So that's what we're looking at here tonight. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I think I got that lined up. Yeah, that's lined up good. Okay, so we're looking at the 15-minute, and where's Bitcoin headed from here? All right, we're going to double check right back into our Tango and Cash. I got that still on the other screen. Tango and Cash. Yeah, I got to watch that one now. Oh, thank you again, guys. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Of course, the live heat map brought to you by Kimba for free on YouTube. Don't pay for something you get for free.
What are you, stupid?
Thank you, Oscar. Okay, so anyway, this is what we're looking at here tonight. It looks like we're doing okay. We're still making this range very clear for our bearish friends who like to short it, and our bullish friends who like to long it, and anyone just sitting on their hands doing absolutely nothing. So anyway, yeah, we've got this clear range right now between 100,000, not very, very strong, mind you, and a lot of above, right? Kind of scattered mess of support buy walls at this level. Looks like we again, so we kind of honored this a little bit today, but it's not. It doesn't seem like it's not very strong. Now this sell-off wall here is very, very strong, and that's right underneath 110,000, probably at like 109.5. That's my assumption at that level. So what that tells me is that we're gonna have a lot of resistance and we need a lot of momentum to push through that wall, and it's probably not gonna happen overnight, right? So right out the gates, I can tell you as an instrument of chaos through crypto chaos magic that yeah, we are going to probably, in a bear case scenario, I'm gonna start with a bear case scenario, follow this trend line all the way through to the market closes and we break on down, and that would send us down to 1037. I don't want this, guys. I don't want this to be very clear, but you know what, I'm okay with it if it happens. We already saw it happen today. It would just be kind of a reset into tomorrow market open, and we could get some positive movement after that. All right, so that is my bear case scenario for tonight. My bull case scenario, or let's go with base case scenario next. Base case scenario, I feel like we're gonna break out of here, probably earlier than later. Right around midnight, we take a move up, we break on through there, and then we at least try to retest 106.9, right? If we can stay above here, maybe get a little over, more than likely we probably won't, and we'll probably fall down and return in the morning for our baseline target. Now this sets up a lot of room, a lot of room for bullish potential. And you know what? Other countries are getting their feet wet. They're buying Bitcoin strategic reserves. They're doing all sorts of crazy things with crypto. It's very possible we could see some positive price action in a bullish nature, and I would love to see us break above this and wake up and be okay. This is great. This is wonderful. But I don't think so. I think we're going to probably see a baseline bear target. If you haven't seen what direction I'm already going, that's more than likely going to see what's going to play out tonight. But I would love to be wrong, guys. I want to be wrong. And you know what? I don't have the altar, so there's likely that I am going to be wrong. Because without my altar, I don't know. I haven't done this without the altar now in, oh my God, like 6 months? We've had that freaking altar since last year. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to play out. Anyway, then we're also talking about our Super Bowl, which is going to be so wrong. And of course, this is a satire. Going back up to retest 110. Hell, let's just make that a clean 109.5. Because that's where, of course, a lot of our resistance is pretty much at 109.5, something like that. So that is our Super Bowl case scenario. Again, this is satire. I don't think this will play out. It is, of course, laughable if it does. I'd be laughing to the bank if it does, but it probably won't. And again, a short-term time frame won't really matter in the long scheme of things anyway. Anyway, and then, of course, our super bear target heading down to about $80,000. Oh, I can't even draw it that long. Jeez. It's so far. Look how far away this is, guys. Remember when we used to have like $10,000 a day candles? I miss those days. That is, of course, the Super Bear target we draw every single day to make the Super Bears happy, because I don't forget about you. You know, I love you. This is so stupid. All right, guys. So that's the bull and the bear case scenarios for the evening. And yeah, I'm feeling more. I'm feeling more base case and bearish. Go hug a bear, guys. As I say every night, go hug your resident bear. They're gonna need some love, because they're gonna be so wrong after this whole thing's over. Oh God. All right. So that's what I'm looking at tonight, guys. Let's check back in the chat real quick before we head out for the evening, and then I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Let's see what's going on with you guys in the chat. Strawberry Dragons, yes. The McDonald's thing, man. I don't know. Hope you're not getting thrown out of fast food chain restaurants. Jeez. D-Worm, yes. Bring on the flames. Let's go. One last big push for chaos into the evening. Thank you for supporting the channel with your chaos, D-Worm. Mad Adam says, I like that Chris came in with a hellish doom, but also had a beautiful butterfly picture. Isn't that serendipity? I love that too, Mad Adam. 100%. I still don't know what the hell she was rattling on about. Him or her. I don't know if that's a him or her. I'm assuming it's a her. By the picture and by the large amount of emojis. A boomerang, a candle, an arrow, the moon, aliens, and then beyond. I don't know. Sending kisses too, man. I don't know. An alien kisses me? I still feel like this is extraterrestrial activity. But no Godzilla. Yeah, no Godzilla. No Godzilla. All right, guys. Yeah, no Godzilla candle. Where's the Godzilla candle, man? You know Godzilla candles? They are a giant 100K candle that Samson Mao's been teasing forever. The Omega candle, I think, is what he's referring to. But a Godzilla candle is what I call them. Or a lot of people call them Super Saiyan candles, that sort of thing. Yeah, we're gonna get them. We're gonna eventually get them. I just we have to break. We have to break something, and I think the dollar is gonna be the thing that breaks. All right, so Milk Money says doom and butterflies, yes. Ramona Heath says, I'm a multitasker extraordinaire. I've got you in my iPad or AirPod and Rob on my computer. Oh my God, Ramona, Rob's live right now. Guys, we got to go over and hang out with Rob now. So I'm going to call this stream. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at, of course, 9:30 Eastern. Of course, with the marking bell opening. I will be there. I will be there to navigate you through the crypto chaos and all the things. Dual screen chaos, yes. All the screen chaos, yes. I love you, Ramona. You're so awesome. Thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. We're so close.
Stupid.
Bull run's right about to start. And yeah, we're about to be stupid, wealthy. Okay. I will see you guys later. Peace. Taco out. If I can find the damn buttons.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Tomorrow will be more coins and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
God, I can't even find any buttons anymore. Oh my God, this whole entire studio is a mess, guys. Hopefully, when I get back from my trip, we'll get this thing on the road. I did want to give a shout out to, oh geez, yes, Dumb Money, guys. I still cannot believe we lost him this year. Isn't that insane? My God, that was back in March. Was it March? February, March? It's crazy. It's crazy. Of course, a lot of love out to his family. I miss him, man. He was a lot of fun. I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Taco signing out. Peace. If I could.